right, y'all. Y'all welcome to Central rendition. It's a Walk Down Central. And tonight we got a special guest, Astrl Adam, CEO at Astrl.
What's going on?
Feel me? Y'all make sure y'all see the gear. You see how he came out here, dripped down on Central, feel me?
You know
like, we out here with
it.
Hey, so, starting off, I want you to tell a little people about, what made you start Astrl, you feel me? Like, what was the motivation and the passion behind it?
So for me, bro, like, I want to, cut out on my own, do my own thing, start my own business for a minute. Yeah. And then one day, bro, I was just in this class, this design class, and they forced me to make a logo for, like, the other students and shit. And I made one logo, that first logo, and it wasn't dope, it wasn't fire, but I forced myself to learn the program, made this one logo, and I was like, this is it.
Hell yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do. So I did the proper research, though. I wasn't just like, okay, I can make a logo, now I got a brand. Like, I built a whole concept behind the brand. Like, what is it about? Why will it work here? What are my, like, I did the whole thing, like a full-on, like...
What's the concept behind the brand? Like, so what's the meaning behind it to you?
So, the astral realm would be, like, the next realm above the physical realm, right? And, like, spiritual literature. And it's not like you have to be super spiritual to fuck with the brand or anything like that. But it's just kind of like a clever and unique and personally meaningful way for me to say, like, a cut above, right?
Right.
So, like, it's, instead of saying a cut above, I could have called it that or above the fray. I just said astral, bro. Like, it's just like a slick, boom. Like,
roll off the tongue.
Yeah, and, like, I don't need everybody to understand that about the brand to fuck with the brand, right? Like, yes, that's a meaning for it, but, like, astral's supposed to speak to whoever likes fire clothes and connects with, like, the design and the messaging behind each piece. Like,
and if they grab the meaning, that's a plus behind it.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people have, which I feel super grateful for, because I'm like, y'all see, like, I'm trying to do a little more with this.
It's always beautiful when people see your vision to see what you was thinking about when they can get into your head.
Exactly. And I'm like, fuck. Because you don't know, bro. You don't know if this shit's going to be, like, connecting or, like, landing with your audience the way you would hope it would. But
exactly. Because you can't never predict that. Because when you started off, it's all about, you just trying to put it out there. Sometimes they even start off as just little test runs, things like that, and they get to go going off the ground.
Exactly. So, but there's kind of, as far as, like, how I started it relative to the city that we're in, Albuquerque never had a full streetwear brand. Like, they had people that made good tees, made good designs, but they never had a top to bottom streetwear brand like something you might see in LA or New York or
Hell yeah.
And that's partially because we don't have a huge market for it, but our city is modernizing every day, right?
Shit.
So we may not have the market for it at the time. I'm thinking we may not have the market for it today, but we're gonna have it, and someone's gonna do this shit. Might as well be me, right?
Hell yeah.
So that was the challenge. Like, I bet you if I make a top to bottom brand, I have some good messaging behind it, obviously good design, quality clothes, people are gonna see, like, oh, this is something different, special, unique. Like, I want to support this. I want my city to be the type of city that has brands like this.
And even though, people talk about how they city never support, when you put something out there for the city, they always gonna love it because they feel it and they know you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's that local passion is always great, but the way yours is going, dog, you extended past Albuquerque, you feel me? I already know.
Yeah, and full disclosure, I mean, it was designed from the rip to be way more than an Albuquerque brand, because here's another way you can enrich your community, right? You can enrich your community in your city by giving them products that they like and they want to support and that they're excited about, one. But how about giving them something that the world is excited about, but they know it's coming from here?
Yeah, that
you feel me?
Better.
Because the only thing we're famous for outside of these walls, bro, like, and I know this for a fact, like, I've talked to people in fucking Bali, in Thailand, from all over the world.
Is it green chili?
I say I'm from Albuquerque. No, fucking Breaking Bad, which great TV show, bro. Don't get me twisted.
No cap.
One of the best TV shows ever made. But it's about how we're like a fucking rundown crime meth city. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, okay. We could probably do some other shit, like put a little bit of a better light, because while Breaking Bad is somewhat accurate, it's not the only shit that's going on here. You know what I mean? Like,
real shit, there's better shit going on beneath the surface level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And so, I just feel like, you know, I think it could scale into those spaces where people can see it, recognize it as such.
Hell yeah. Shit, Chad. Well, you know, as a community, you know, I'm not from here, but moving up here, I feel the love and the connection like out here. Because when I first got up here, I went to that networking event over at Banco when they first had the grand opening.
Perfect move too.
And it's like, I feel that the community's trying to come together, whereas in many cities, bro, the community is too far divided for people to even try to do things like that.
Yeah.
And y'all are actually putting forth the effort, and like the way he's moving around with K9 Multimedia, and you're putting on for other brands out here. Y'all networking with business owners and things like that. That's a beautiful thing to have. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't think about that when they're doing their own thing. They only think about what they're doing. So
you're absolutely right about everything you just said about that. And to give that even more context, the way it is out here, bro, like we haven't had anybody break through in this crazy way, right? Besides Breaking Bad. I feel like we can't afford to divide each other up, bro. Like we just can't. We're already too small. We're not a big place. Like other places don't recognize us the same way as like we feel like we should be.
Right.
And so us trying to be the king of the smallest pond, that mentality will keep us as a small ass fucking pond where people don't like respect us. But if we come together and say, hey, as a community and as a unit, like we all want this to be a bigger and better thing. Right. We need to like work together to do this shit, bro. Like point blank period. Like
more here is better than one. You feel me?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Because the thing that's happened historically, and I'll leave like specifics out, but like people want to be the biggest cat in the city, and then they beef with each other. They cut each other down. And it's like, bro, neither of you was ever gonna be that big anyways. If y'all had like came together, the whole shit could have been a lot bigger. You know what I mean? But like. Exactly. That's changing, and it has changed quite a bit, honestly. Like, I'll say, like, the energy as far as things like that go, like, overall, is much but better. You know what I mean? Like, people, like, if you come through beefing, like, for no reason, like, that's kind of a bad look. Like,
it make you look bad because everybody else not on that shit. Everybody trying to build and collect, you feel me?
Yeah, like, it makes you look like you're trying to be the only one that's not really, like, trying to build, like, and that, like...
That shit is crazy. It's ridiculous that people even think like that because, like... When you building a house, you know how hard it is for one man to build a house? You feel me? By his fucking self?
Exactly,
That shit is hard as hell. You can't you gonna get frustrated. You gonna want to give up. You gonna want to quit. But if you got people in your corner that's with you, you gonna want to keep going. You know what I mean? Because you know you got people behind you and motherfuckers that want to build with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man.
And that's a beautiful thing y'all doing out here. I want to give you a salute to that.
That's cool that you tapped in at a time where people kind of getting their act together.
Yeah,
I got it. I'm good. Appreciate you. No, you tapped in at like a good time too, where I feel like the scene is changing a little bit, and like, you know, we're starting to support each other more, and like, there's certain people that lead by example. There's certain people that have like been ahead of the curve, and they've kind of shown like work with everyone. You know, as long as people do good business and people aren't shady, like
you can make it.
You know what I mean? Like everything can work, bro. There's no reason it can't. So. You know,
I see you've been venturing out, and you getting the Astrl Entertainment business going now.
Exactly, yeah. So, with the Astrl Entertainment shit, bro, we just, first of all, shout out my boy, Maury Media. He films a lot of stuff for a lot of the EDM shows in town. He worked really hard to put himself in a position where he's, you know, filming backstage these major DJs, huge DJs, world-renowned DJs. And so he'd been doing that and doing a really good job. And we linked up, and I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. He is what he is. And we just saw this opportunity, like, hey, man, like, I feel like we could throw shows. Like, I feel like, you know, there's no reason you couldn't tell some of the people you know. I tell some of the people I know, throw them on a little stage, and next thing you know, like, we're pulling mad heads through, bro.
Yeah, your first show was here, if I'm not mistaken,
that's
right?
what I said. I looked at the stage, I was like, damn, that first shit was right here.
Yeah, I will let y'all know I was bored.
Yeah, but nah, we made something. It was lit. It was a good show.
Man, that shit was beautiful, dog.
Our first like show where like mad people were here.
Hell yeah.
You know what's funny too?
The original one.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny too is when you played that shit on the story. I was like, damn, that looks like a lit show. I hope ours is like that. And then you're like, that was our show. I was like, yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Was amazing, bro.
Yeah, no, and shout out the DJs too. Let me not cut nobody out of the situation.
Give them their flowers.
The leverage that we have to get into the game and to be able to put ourselves into the fold of making relevant shows off rip is because Mo knows the best local DJs, the ones that fucking really, really kill it. He knows them personally. I know them personally. And we're able to make a platform because they want to make a name for themselves too, right?
Facts.
And so we have the opportunity to create a platform where they can grow, where we can grow. And it's specifically like catered to what we all do best. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, work around y'all strengths.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, bro, like, it's a lot of work, and we work hard at every endeavor I have and every business partner I have. Like, work ethic is an absolute must. But this shit kind of came together pretty naturally, for sure. Like, it was more like, oh, you call this person, and then I think if we talk to this guy, we can make this shit happen. Like, it wasn't some crazy, like, Astrl was, like, out the mud, bro. Like, Astrl was from nothing, bro. There was no energy behind that shit at all. Like, I had to, like, build every brick for that. Astrl Entertainment, because of the bricks I built with Astrl Clothing, I was able to just kind of parlay some of that energy right away. And then also on the other end, Mo and all the great DJs that's involved with us were able to we all just put our eggs in one basket, and right away it was a little bit quicker momentum to get going, for sure.
Shit, yeah, because you already had a foundation.
Yeah, exactly,
and
bro.
that's just beautiful, man.
Exactly, bro.
So y'all make sure y'all take notes out there, y'all watching this, man, because look, it's easier to grow with those that are like-minded, and don't force it neither. Like you just heard him say, man, this shit came out the mud and everything came natural. When it comes natural, that's the best fit.
Yeah,
you feel me? Because it ain't forced. You ain't got to force nobody to do what you want them to do or what they need to do. They already gonna do it off the rip. You feel me? To make everything better.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the most typical shit anyone could ever say, but like, bro, if you work hard at the little shit that you like and you just take that seriously, bro, that shit's gonna come together. Like, shit, bro, every time I see your stories, bro, dead ass, every time I see your stories, like, I love that shit. That's like an inspiring story. Facts, bro, like real shit. I see your shit and I'm like, I know for one thing, the sun's gonna rise today. I'm gonna have to pay taxes and Slick is moving. I know that.
Non-stop.
Hey, I'm not even capping, bro. I ain't capping, bro. That's some real shit, bro. I only say that because it's real, bro. I know you always moving, and that shit inspires me. You know what I mean? Because life ain't easy, bro. Gas is fucking $5 a gallon.
Fucking $5 a gallon, dog. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. My condolences. Fuck.
$70 down the drain.
You gotta put that McDonald's grease in that motherfucker. You feel me? That's how we supposed to be rocking with that French fry oil.
Bro, I sent her your stories. I was like, bro, look how good his model, like his stories were after, bro. I sent that shit to you. The reels and
Thank
shit.
you. Oh yeah, I put a couple out today, so I'm trying to get it.
If you see some shit that looks like that, it's inspiration.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like so check it, my boy, right? So my boy, he's from Roswell, and you know Roswell. We talk about an isolated market. You want to talk about an isolated market?
You can't sell shit unless it got an alien on it up there.
Right. But this motherfucker is just the example of a hungry individual, bro. And he's always been like that. When he met me, he came at me humbly and was just like, "Hey, man, I like what you're doing. Like, you know, I want to support you. And if there's any way I could be involved at some point, you know, like I do my videography thing." And I was like, cool, you know what I mean? Like, that's the exact right way to, like, kind of come about a situation like that. I start to connect with dude, and we chilled mad times, and, like, I was, like, on a level with him. He started tapping into this little TikTok shit, right? And so he'd been doing videos, so he has a skill set that he built. But then he seen TikTok, and he's like, bro, I just make little funny videos, and I post them every day. And this shit been moving. This motherfucker hit 1 million views the other day, bro. Sir. 1 million views. And he been doing this shit for 2 months.
That's how you do it. You can do that shit, man.
He hit 1 million views. And then he has several videos that are like above 500,000. you know, and the homie, like, he told me before his TikTok was popping, when it was just like, hey, I'm making these videos, and I liked his videos. I was like, bro, this shit look like it might go viral, bro. Like, this shit kind of funny. Like, this shit's interesting to watch.
Hell yeah.
But he wasn't like, he didn't have like the view count. And he's like, yeah, I know, bro. I feel like if I just stick to it, this shit's gonna pop off. Fast forward, literally like 8 weeks later, 1 million views. You know, and because he just stayed with it, bro. And he's not doing nothing crazy like camera editing wise, bro. Like, he's just coming up with a clever little funny concept, throwing it out there.
What you say his name? We'll plug him in.
Exactly. So that shout my boy Rabies KTA. That's who I'm talking about. But I'm trying to, at least in some ways, because like what I do isn't exactly the same as what he does, but I'm definitely trying to integrate some of the lessons and inspiration that I've learned from him into what I'm doing, for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
Cyrus, bro, he got 4.5 million.
This motherfucker, see?
Yeah. That's the market,
hey,
bro.
shout the homie then, bro. Hell yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Wait, hey, y'all gotta admire his fit too, man. Real shit, man.
He doesn't have any swag, man.
Yeah, I want to see what you popping with. You popping with.
He knows, bro. I didn't know I was preaching to the choir the whole time. That's hilarious, bro. Hey, that's what's up.
That shit smooth, sure.
No, I fucks with it heavy
Nice
though.
little lineup.
That's my whole point. Is like, exactly. First of all, yeah, let's work for sure. But yeah, no, that's exactly it, bro. Like, and that's not the only thing that I do, but I'm trying to like adapt and like keep it relevant, like, and keep it like, yeah, first of all, we're gonna make good clothes, make fire clothes, keep the quality on point.
Quality's a must.
You know, we're gonna present it well, keep the website looking great, have good models, have good just overall content in terms of like Instagram and stuff, and even good video content. But it's not just that. The game has changed. The game is now we got to be clever, we got to be witty, we got to be funny with every little thing we do.
Content creator
For real, man.
And
Ain't
like,
no way out of it.
And if you're a hardworking, cool person, like, you can't be that hard, bro. Like, every single person in this room could probably go viral as fuck. Just like if you got used to putting the camera on your face in the right way. Like, and I say that I'm not viral as fuck. But I feel like it could happen if I just kind of like figure out a couple of the little chess pieces.
Have you seen your little reels, yo, where you be packaging your bags?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how you do them.
some viral content.
Hell yeah. Don't be humble, yo.
Hopefully one day. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Yeah, I would love to get into that story.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let me know what happened.
So can we cut real quick?